Hi everyone, so today's quick tip video is how to make a ScanNcut cut file from an applique file directly on your sewing machine. Now recently I showed you how to take a Brother PES applique file and put it into your ScanNcut and how to create a cut file. But you can also do it directly on your embroidery machine. Again, if your machine has the ability to do that. So as I've showed you one way, I'm just going to show you the other. So I've got my USB stick plugged into the side of my embroidery machine and it's got a Brother PES file on it, which is a heart applique. So I'm going to go into embroidery edit. I'm going to choose my USB stick and I'm going to find my PES applique file. And I'm going to choose set. Now from here, if you're doing it directly on your embroidery machine, if you've got the facility to do this, you need to look for the icon that looks like it's got a spool or bobbin of thread with a box with it with colours in it, okay? And your design will always come up with step 1 first, even if that's a basting stitch. Now in this case, there's no basting stitch on this design. I've just got the 3 steps that make the applique. So what you have to do to be able to create the cut file from this is make sure you've got the step 1 chosen, which in this case would be the outline stitch where you would normally put your fabric. And what you need to do, you need to come down here to the colour chart, which has now shown up by pressing that previous icon, and right down at the bottom you'll see there's an icon with scissors, and now it's changed that step to the colour box down here and it's got scissors next to it. So from here I'm going to go close and I'm going to say embroider and then I'm going to say memory and I'm going to save this now back onto my USB stick, and that's now saved. So I'm going to unplug this and I'm now going to put this in my ScanNcut machine. Okay, so I've got my ScanNcut machine on and I've just plugged that same USB stick that I've taken from my embroidery machine, which is here next to my ScanNcut. You just can't see it. I'm going to go to retrieve data from the USB stick and it's created me this PHC file. And in the last video, I showed you that when you click on the shield, there was no cut data. And we made the cut file by using this flower icon. Now, if I choose the cut data, you can see I've got a cut file. So if I say OK and set that on the map, there is my applique heart that I can now cut on my ScanNcut machine and then just go back to the embroidery machine, stitch out that first placement stitch, pop this heart down and then carry on with my applique design. So that's 2 ways to make a cut file, either doing it directly on your ScanNcut machine or doing it on your embroidery machine. Now just for reference, I use a Brother Innovis V5 LE, which I think in other parts of the world is either known as or is very similar to the Innovis, I think it's 5200. So that's just to give you an idea. And I'm using my ScanNcut SDX 2200D. But any machine, any ScanNcut machine that can read PES or PHC, you can do this on. So I hope that's helpful. Please give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.